Thank you. Oh, thank you. Test, test. No, that's everything. Test, test, test. Test, test. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Let's see. Test, test, test. Testing. Testing. Hello, hello. Do you guys hear me? Testing, testing. All right, is everything good? All right, guys. I think you can hear me. I think you can see me. All right. All right, guys, here we are. This is new comic book day. This is a huge new comic book day that's gonna be out tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys. The books I'm getting this week are Amazing Spider-Man #1, excited for the new series, Avengers 55, Spider-Man 238 Facsimile, Justice League 75, Batman Beyond the White Knight #2. So this year's free comic book day, so we'll definitely go over those new comics next week, but the process is going to be similar to last year, having the comics on the wall. You choose which books you get. It's basically how we're going to be doing it. Cannot wait. It is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. All right, so it's time to go through the new comic book day. If you could see this stack right here, these are all the comics that will be available tomorrow. So free comics, yeah, so I think this weekend we're gonna make a list, or like a kind of like a chart where pool members can tell us which comics they want. I know last year we didn't get much, so we did like a limit of like 5 free comics per person. We'll see how we do it this year. Maybe it'll be like 10 or something. 10 minimum, or maybe no minimum. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, this weekend we'll make a post and we'll have all the pool members. If you're a pool member with us, send us a message and give us which titles you want. The advantage of being a pool member is that you do get first dibs at those free comics, so you don't even have to come on free comic book day. But we highly encourage you, because we're gonna have big sales. Like, oh man, I can't wait. Star Wars Day, new comic book day, free comic book day, Multiverse of Madness, all of it is next week. I cannot wait for next week. But this week is even big. Like this whole week, like it's not even just last Ronin. Like there's so many big comic book titles coming out, so many first appearances, so many variant covers, so many incentives. Cannot wait to show you guys tomorrow's new comics. It's definitely a big new comic day. I have not seen a big new comic book day like this in a long time. And that's because we're fresh out of the convention. Me and Matt are planning to have a podcast this upcoming Sunday to talk about the convention. Jim Shooter, I talked with him all 3 days. He would get there. People wouldn't start coming in until 11:30. Doors open. Jim Shooter, who is editor-in-chief or former editor-in-chief of Marvel, writer, artist for DC, Marvel, Valiant Comics. Everything's super cool with that, man. He would get there at 9:30 in the morning, and as we were setting up booth, I was like, let me go talk to this man. And I would go up to him and be like, hey, Mr. Shooter, I'm Isaac. And so awesome, all the stuff he told me, all the conversation, and then I introduced him to the Kaboom. Hey Jaime, hope you're driving safe, have a great vacation, thank you for listening while you drive. What's it called? But yeah, I had so much conversation with Jim Shooter, so I was there with him before everyone got there, and he would just talk to me about everything, and it's so cool. And then when Saturday was when Matt was there, and I was like, Mr. Shooter, this is Matt, and he started talking to Matt. Yes, Tristan, I started telling him that here at Kaboom, we have a great fan base and everyone loves him. So because of that, he signed some stuff for us, and we're actually going to do giveaways, and we're going to sell some of it as well. What's it called? But we're also going to be doing multiple giveaways. We got posters, we got comics signed by him. So Sunday is the podcast. We will be talking about it, everything that Jim Shooter. So I talked to him all 3 days in the morning, and super awesome person. I cannot wait to tell you guys everything he told me, but he spilled all the tea between DC, Marvel, everything. But you guys will have to wait till Sunday. Live auction this Friday? No, it won't be until next. Actually, I don't know if it'll be next Friday. We'll see, but not this Friday. Definitely, we're still recovering from the convention. It was definitely one of the biggest conventions we've had in a while. It was super awesome, super big. Chuck Norris was there. So many great people were there. Carl, I got to meet Carl. Chandler Riggs. But yeah, I'm sorry, Joey. We gotta rest. It was 15-hour shifts a day. But yeah, definitely the Comic-Con was awesome. Cannot wait for the next one, but we'll get more into detail about that on Sunday. But without further ado, let's start with the new comics. This is a big week. If you guys have a pull with us, and you want these to add to your pull, I have my lucky piece of paper and my lucky Excalibur pen where I can write down everything. And if you guys don't know what a pull is, it is a subscription that we have here in the store. Basically, you sign up with the first and last name, a phone number, and a minimum of 5 different titles. And each week that those titles are released, you basically get first dibs at those titles before everyone else does. And it's a huge advantage. You get a bunch of benefits, you get discounts. It's super cool. And yeah, if you guys have any more questions or want to sign up, you could send us a message. All right, so let's start off. Alien is back, Alien number 11. We got this super awesome cover. So Matt was telling me that he loves and he hates this cover. Can anyone guess why he would hate it? Add all to my pool. Yes, time it, we got you down. All right, I'll give you guys a hint. It has to do with the arrows. All right, he was saying that the arrows should fall off because of their acidic blood. And I told him, Matt, you're not reading the story. Maybe the farmers have adapted to alien acid blood. I don't know. I haven't read it, but the covers always look cool. But he said that the cover is super beautiful though, which I agree. Super awesome cover. And then we have a variant cover. Basically, the xenomorphs have taken over a farm, and what's worse than being in space, being in an abandoned farm? I mean, we've all seen Courage the Cowardly Dog. So here's another variant cover. All right, now this is one of the big ones of the week. Super big comic. It is Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Zeb Wells is back again writing Spider-Man, but now new artist. Not a new artist, he's a veteran artist, but he is new. Basically, he's back. John Romita Jr., best known for doing Spider-Man back in the 70s and 80s, and he did it with his father, John Romita Sr. They would even do comics together, and Yeah, basically an iconic artist, known for doing so much, but Spider-Man was what he was most known of. He basically followed his father's footsteps and became one of the greatest artists out there, just like his father. And this is John Romita Jr. not only doing the cover, but he's also doing the comic itself. Super big. So they actually improved the quality of the paper, guys. So this is like the best quality paper that I've ever seen Marvel do. Look, you can see it shines. This is the best quality paper that Marvel has ever done. Like, it's they upgraded their game. It is a pretty big book. Also, there's a lot of information in there. Not only that, but there's a couple first appearances in this book. And not to spoil it, but let's just say it's literally a couple first appearances. 2 first appearances in this book, and it makes me want to read the next one. It makes me want to read it. Yeah, it makes me want to read. It did it. I was reading Spider-Man and I was kind of iffy about it, and now that it restarted, I was like, let me give this a chance. I read it. It's so good. And then it ends so well. First appearances, what? It's crazy. And I'm just like, great. Now I'm hooked. Now I gotta read the next one, which is good. But now I gotta spend money. But yeah, just kidding. But all right. So Impulse ASM number 1 to your pool. All right, we have a bunch of covers. So let us know which cover you're gonna want. So this is the regular cover, John Romita Jr. and celebrating 60 years of Spider-Man, so it's definitely pretty great time to be a Spider-Man fan. And then we have the Art Germ cover. Can never go wrong with Stanley Art Germ. Here you have 50% Mary Jane, 50% Black Cat, done by the wonderful Art Germ. This is definitely another great cover. Everybody knows Art Germ for his fantastic covers. So here it is, nice and shiny quality paper. That's a variant cover. And then we have another variant cover. This one's Matt's favorite cover. He put this in his pool. All variants in my pool. You got it, Francisco. ASM. All variants. You got it. This is another variant cover. There's still like 6 more variants, you guys. So you think these are good? Just, it gets better. This is a pretty beautiful cover. And then we have another variant. Pretty iconic. Gotta be swinging down, gotta be in that ASM pose. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh man, guys, so Jim Shooter had a lot of good things to say about Stan Lee. He had so many stories, and he had photos and everything. He was showing me all these photos of him in a room in a house with in Stan Lee's house, let alone with all these writers and artists, and oh man, I can't wait to tell you guys everything that Jim Shooter had to say. But it's gonna be on Sunday in the podcast, and not only that, we're also gonna be doing a giveaway at the podcast, maybe some Jim Shooter stuff, signed stuff. So we'll see, but it's gonna be Sunday podcast. We'll give some more details on that, but I cannot wait for the podcast. So I just have so much information to tell you guys about the convention, how it went, Chuck Norris, our booth, the cosplay, and all the stories Jim Shooter said. Like, I'm just a messenger, but I cannot wait to meet him again. But all right, so here we have the Rose Besh cover. This is a super beautiful cover. Rose Besh has made a name for herself. She's only been doing a few covers, and every time she makes a cover, it always ends up being a huge hit, always ends up going for a lot of money on eBay. And yeah, her covers sell, and they're really good. Definitely, I think any cover of hers is worth investing, because she's just like Jenny Frison and Stanley Art Germ and all these great artists out there. Rose Besh, definitely one to get. And then we have the Patrick Gleason cover coming out with a web head cover, this time of the, what is her name, Queen Goblin. Pat Gleason, known for, all right, Impulse wants, so you want the regular cover and then the Art Germ and the Besh, Rose Besh cover. All right, you got it, Impulse. All right, we got the Pat Gleason cover, super cool, red, black. Oh man, such a nice cover. Pat Gleason does it again with another beautiful cover. And then we have Inyuk Lee. So many awesome artists are doing covers for Spider-Man. Like, and it's a big issue. It's thick. It's definitely a $5.99 issue, and it's a pretty big one. But yeah, I mean, it's celebrating 60 years of Spider-Man. I could see why. Can you add the original and all variants? All right, Jimmy, you got it. Jimmy Vasquez. All ASM. Jaime, you got it as well. All right, so this is the Inyuk Lee cover. Beautiful Inyuk Lee. And then we have, this is one of my favorites. Is this who I think it is? It is Mark Bagley, or Bagley, however you want to say. Known for the iconic first appearance of Carnage cover, where Carnage is like that, and Peter's tangled up in his red symbiote. Like, I love Mark Bagley. I love the way he does his proportions of Spider-Man, and it's exactly how he does it here. Like, it's super iconic. This is the Mark Bagley variant cover, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. I love it. Another awesome variant cover. And then we have one of the Spider Family cover. Everybody knows them from the Renew Your Vows. Spider Family cover. I love it. Is that Spider Woman there on the corner? Oh, look at, there's even a graffiti that says MJ with a little heart. I'm getting the Jim Chung variant. Yeah, definitely. It was another cover that me and Matt were talking about. Super awesome cover. And then we have iconic Scotty Young. You can't have a new #1, you can't have a 60th anniversary, and you can't have an iconic issue like this without Scotty Young coming and doing a cover. Nice and simple, just there, dead in the center. All right, Gabe Torres wants ASM, regular, and Scotty. And Impulse also wants a Scotty Young. All right, you got it. So yeah, awesome cover. And I love, guys, like, just trust me, once you get this book, you're gonna feel the paper and you're gonna be like, what is that, Marvel? Yes, it is. The quality of it, super good. Like, oh man, I highly recommend it. And the book is just as good. It's just as good. I highly recommend it, guys. I recommend reading it. I recommend picking it up because I think it's gonna go up in value. It does have some first appearances, and once people find out, it's gonna sell super quick. So I highly recommend it. Pick up any cover you want, all the covers. And of course, we have a Peach Momoko. You cannot have a big iconic issue like this without the Momokes, is what Matt likes to call her. Peach Momoko doing an awesome ASM cover. Super awesome, super beautiful, flying in through just like a dart. I love it. Peach Momoko, can never go wrong with her. You want just the regular? You want the regular cover in your pull, right, Saul? Or did you want the Momoko one? Let me know, Saul. All right, up next we have celebrating 60 years. This is the 60th anniversary cover. We have Mary Jane swinging in the Spidey suit. Look at her, she's having fun. Regular, you got it, Saul. All right, we got Mary Jane swinging. This is a nice cover. It's nice and bright. Definitely a really nice cover. Shiny too because of the quality paper. Marvel definitely upped their game on this one. And that's it. That's it for Amazing Spider-Man, not including the incentives though. We do have the incentives, which we will go over at the end. All right, up next with Image, we have a new #1 called Blood Stained Teeth. This is a new #1 by Image Comics. Looks pretty interesting. I think it's about vampires. Definitely about vampires, but it is a new #1, and you know Image Comics, they never fail. So this is the regular cover, and then we have a variant right here. Definitely vampires. Can never go wrong with vampires. New number 1, if you guys want to read something new, it's by Christian Ward. Image Comics. Alright, up next, another big one. Berserker, finally back. Number 8, Berserker number 8. We have the iconic regular cover. Is Raphael Grandpa still doing the covers? No, this is Garbage. I think that's how you say it. Berserker. And then we have the variant cover. In case you guys wanted to know how Keanu Reeves looked without clothes, this is how it is. Of course it is appropriate, everything's covered up. The art is pretty beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. The shadowing, who did the art on this one? Campbell. Yeah, the nice shading within the muscles. Definitely one of those arts that you have them pose and then you're just like, all right. Who knows, maybe Keanu Reeves posed for this. I don't blame him because it's such a good cover. Alright. Then we have the foils. First cover for Bloodstained Teeth, you got it. Alright, Bloodstained Teeth. Alright. Alright. So we got the nice foil. Foil ones always do well. Nice and shiny. Alright, up next, another big one. Carnage. We are now down to issue 2. There's a lot of cool variants for this one as well. This is Carnage issue 2, regular cover. I told you guys this was a big week for comics. Isaac the Flash 781 make it to what's the goal? I was waiting for it. Not sure. I think so. I'll let you know, Tristan. I'll have to check. Alright, so here we have Carnage number 2, regular cover. Super scary, super cool. And then we have a variant cover by everyone's favorite artist, and I'm surprised this wasn't an incentive. Gabriel Dell'Otto. Gabriel Dell'Otto is back. This is probably going to be a one per person, because Gabriel Dell'Otto is definitely a hot artist. He does the most insane covers, and he usually does exclusives or incentives, but this time it's a regular cover. So super beautiful. Gabriel Dell'Otto. I love this cover. Take the Gabriel cover. I will take it. Just kidding. I know what you meant. Impulse. Let me see. Carnage. Dell'Otto. Jimmy. You got it, Jimmy. I know you're a big Dell'Otto fan, Jimmy. I don't blame you. Such a beautiful cover. Look at it. Oh, man. I just want to keep looking at it. It looks good. Gabriel Dell'Otto. And then we have another cover by Eben Coelho. This is the Stormbreaker cover. This is actually a nice and simple cover, but what's so cool about it is not only is Carnage dead in the center, but the background is actually Carnage's face. And it's simple because it's gray. It just looks like a regular background design, but no, it's Carnage in the background, but it's in gray. So that way the Carnage in the middle stands out. So super cool cover. I love this cover. These Carnage covers are always awesome. They always get the greatest artists for them. Coelho's the Stormbreaker one. It's a Virgin variant. Super beautiful. And then we have the Hots cover. Is it Holtz Hots? This one's insane. This is an insane cover. Look at this. What even... look at that. Imagine seeing that flying in the sky. Insane cover. Holtz is usually known for doing crazy covers like that, and it's so extremely crazy but so cool. The correct word would be gnarly. Definitely. You got it, Jaime. We got you those covers. Alright. Holtz or Hots, I never know how to say his last name. Alright, up next we have Cowboy Bebop number 3. Yeah, Carnageized Man-Bat, definitely. Cowboy Bebop. Well, surprisingly, even though the show was done, we've been selling out of these. The anime is really good, so I mean, of course, the comic book more than likely gonna be good. I know the show has mixed reviews, but I guess the comic book's really good because we always sell out. We don't have any 1s or 2s at the moment. Another variant cover. And then we have this beautiful yellow blank cover. For those of you guys that want to do your own interpretation and draw your own Cowboy Bebop cover. Alright, up next, speaking of Rose Besh, Draculina. This is issue number 3, Draculina. I believe is the sister of Vampirella. Rose Besh doing some more awesome covers. And up next, we have number 2 for Ghost Cage. I actually haven't read this. Number 2. Alright, and then we have a one-shot. Rose Besh, you got it, Jaime. A one-shot for Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. This is an awesome cover. It's like a trading card cover. As you can see, it has the K and then it has the spades. And then they're upside down. It's just a one shot, so there's no part 2, there's no second issue. It's just a one shot. So definitely, if you're a Godzilla fan, this is the thing to read. Yeah, because it's just him fighting King Ghidorah, and that's all you need. Impulse, you got it. Godzilla versus Ghidorah. Alright, up next we have another big one of the week, Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This one we sold out of number 1, and then I did a reorder, and then we sold out of those, and that's because I ordered so many thinking that I would have some left over, but they sold really quick, so I'm probably going to see if the number 1s are still available so I can order more. Definitely a bigger hit. I anticipated that it'd be a big hit, but it was bigger than what I anticipated. Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You got it, Saul. Godzilla versus MMPR. So this is cover A, and then the cover B's are usually my favorite from this one, because I mean, if you're a Power Ranger and you're gonna fight Godzilla, there's only one way to do it. Like come on, it's super awesome. I mean, it's like the people writing this were like, hey, Godzilla needs to fight someone. Who should they fight? And they're like, oh, imagine they fought the Power Rangers, and then they were just like, and that's it. Impulse will take all the covers. All right. Godzilla versus MMPR. All covers. And Saul, just cover B. Cover B, you got it, Saul. You see, guys, having the pull, all the advantages you get, because once these are on the wall, and if you can't make it or anything, you know, they're gonna sell out. And plus, you get a discount. You get a discount here at Kaboom. And don't forget, we also have our loyalty program, which is free. Basically, any purchase you make in the store, you get a coin for every $1. And every 100 coins you earn, you get a $5 credit. And you can always stack them, or you can use your $5 credit. It always asks you, do you want to use it, or do you want to save it? And that's it. And it's free. You just sign up with a phone number. You don't need to put emails. You don't need to put your name. You just sign up with your phone number, and that's it. It's free, and you can use it at Kaboom McAllen, Kaboom Westlaco, Kaboom Games. You can accumulate coins within all 3 stores. You can use the coupon in Westlaco, use it at Games, you know, however you want. Basically, we made this just because you guys are so awesome, and we wanted to give you guys even more benefits. So that's available for everyone. You don't need to have a pull for that, but definitely you're gonna pick up your new comics anywhere. You might as well just, you know, get it with us. You get rewards. All right, not yet. All right, not yet on the Something is Kin to Children, but that one's also another big one. All right, so Saul, I got you down for cover B, and then Fidel Martinez III. You want a Godzilla Godzilla, Ghidorah, and Godzilla MMPR. Cover B. Alright, up next we have Gunslinger Spawn number 7. Another big one of the week. This is a beautiful cover. Speaking of Spawn, Barbetti was at the convention. He signed a couple things for us, signed posters, which we'll probably be doing a giveaway for that too, so cannot wait. Can't wait. But yes, Gunslinger Spawn number 7. This beautiful regular cover, nice and simple. Gotta have that revolver. And that's it. We didn't have any variant covers. I guess we only ordered enough for pool members on this one. Francisco, you did get both of them already. All right, next up we have the Hulk Grand Design. This is the Madness part of it, basically the other half of the other issue, where it has gray Hulk Grand Design Madness. And then we have another variant cover. I love this one because he's literally picking up this tank as if it was a toothpick or just a bat or something. He's just picking it up by the little, whatever those things are called on a tank. I don't know. Barrel? I don't know. But yeah, such a funny cover, but I love it. He's just picking it up like it's nothing. And then the little man is just falling like, ah! I love it. And then we have another variant cover for the Hulk Grand Design. Hey Isaac, I sent a pretty lengthy message for you. You get a chance to check it out. Things in advance, brother. I'll stop by soon to chat and pick up some pool. Alright, no problem, Victoriano. I'll take a look at it. Alright. Alright, and then we have another new number 1, another X title for all you mutant maniacs out there, and I mean that in a good way. Knights of X number 1. I know the past X title had a first appearance, which I didn't even know because I hadn't read it. I didn't find out until later. And then we sold out. We sold out completely, and I was like, oh shoot. But I haven't read this one either, so maybe there's first appearances in it. Who knows? Knights of X. Maybe there's the 19th of the X. Hulk Grand Design, you got it, Jaime. Alright. Knights of X, this is the regular cover. And then we have a Scotty Young cover. You cannot go wrong with the Scotty Young. Gotta love it. And then we have another variant cover here. This one's actually really nice. Knights of X. Maybe it's like a medieval mutant team. I mean, it's just flying on a Pegasus. Can I move this closer, maybe? Oh, I could have moved it closer this whole time. Knights of X. And then we have this other variant cover, that design that they've been doing. Magneto. Basically, it gives you like a snippet of everything that's going on, or what is gonna go on. Alright, up next we have Miss Marvel getting her own show pretty soon, making her debut in the MCU. Miss Marvel number 5. We're barely on issue number 5. And then we have a variant cover. I don't know who the artist is on this one, but this is such a nice cover. Definitely a really nice cover. Cannot wait for that show though. The trailer, I love it. Looks fun, looks great. Definitely a new refreshing take into the MCU. After watching Moon Knight is so awesome, so brutal. I love it. Not brutal like Daredevil, but like the storytelling is so done so well. Miss Marvel definitely looks like a change, like it's going to be a change of pace, and I'm excited for it. Alright, up next, another big one for the week, Punisher number 2. So I did read this one. I read it really quick, but so I read number 1. I loved it. It's so good. I know everyone's wondering like, what, he gave up the original logo, doesn't make sense. But you read it and it makes perfect sense, and it like makes the only sense. Like, it's so good. And then you read Punisher number 2, and I was like, maybe the first one was just good because it's a number 1, you know, they hype it up. I read this one from the beginning of the story. It's so good, and it just like keeps its pace, and then once you reach the end, you're like, what? Like this Punisher run is so good. I highly recommend it. And Matt saw that I had finished reading it, and he's like, what happens? And I was like, you gotta read it. I can't tell you. I highly recommend Punisher. Latest episode of Moon Knight was shockingly beautiful. Felt like a Lemire run. Yes. And it sucks because we sold out of that Jeff Lemire complete collection. So I ordered more and then we sold out again. So I was like, well, let me order more. And then they're out of stock. So I gotta hope they do a reprint or something. But yeah, definitely like the Lemire run. Whole hospital scene and everything. So good. Alright, so Punisher number 2. Regular cover. Highly recommend it. And then Punisher variant cover. So you guys are aware he's working for the Hand, and everyone's like, why would he work for the Hand? You know, Punisher is a solo man. You know, he doesn't work for anyone. You know, you read it and it's like, it's surprising that they have not done this before. And honestly, the art is so beautiful, and it's also pretty gruesome too. I saw a scene where someone's like teeth come out, like it's insane. Highly recommend it, guys. Alright, up next, Power Rangers Universe number 5. We got this awesome cover with all the Black Rangers on it. I would want to get this cover signed by all the Black Rangers. Of course, this one right here, Dino Thunder, that's JDF. Who knows, maybe he'll come to Kaboom again. Never know, we can make that happen. Alright, Francisco wants the first cover. Alright, Viramontes, Punisher, cover A, and then Impulse also wants Punisher cover A. Alright, so this is a pretty cool cover. You have the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, you have the one from Lost Galaxy, of course Dino Thunder with Jason David Frank, one of my favorite Rangers, and then you have Wild Force over here. Super cool cover. Alright, up next we have issue number 3 of Sabretooth. Believe this is the Ryan Stegman cover. It is Ryan Stegman, right? Let me see. I know he was doing the regular covers. Yeah, Ryan Stegman. Everyone knows him from his Venom run. I love his cover so much. Ryan Stegman does one of the best covers, and here's another one. Sabretooth. The regular cover, and then we have the variant cover. Oh yes, from RPM. Sorry, Tristan. Alright, up next we have Saga coming back, 58. Yeah, 58. For all you Saga fans, everyone keeping up with Saga. We always sell out of Saga too. Definitely a big hit. What's his name? Matt had asked me, he's like, did we sell out of number 1? And I was like, yeah, we did. I didn't even realize it. It's because I ordered a lot. But yeah, I mean, it came back after like years, so I don't blame it. Saga is definitely one to read. All right, Silk. So we sold out of cover A. We had more people sign up for it on our pool, so we ended up running out of cover A's. But we do have cover B, which is by, is it Zhong? I'm not sure who did it, but definitely this is a pretty awesome cover B. For those of you guys that don't know, this is how Silk first created her costume before she gained the iconic costume that she has now. Basically, she ended up, when Peter saved her in her first appearance, I don't think she had like clothes on or anything, and she basically, since she can build webs with her fingertips, she's like, I'm getting out of here, and she like created this whole outfit, you know, basically silk, and yeah, created this whole outfit, and basically it looked like that. She wrapped it around with her webs, and she swung around like that, and yeah. And then for some reason Peter was like attracted to her because of their spider. They got bit by the same spider, so they had like these hormones where they were like attracted to each other, and that's it. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Silk, definitely a great read, definitely a great character. I cannot wait until she ends up being in the MCU somehow, or unless Sony, you know, takes her. I don't know, we'll see. Can we get cover B added to our pool? Yes, stay rad. That is Ralph Guzman. All right, Ralph, so we did throw in cover A, I think. Do you also want cover A or just cover B? Let me know. All right, so this is cover B for Silk, and then we have cover C, celebrating 60 years of Spider-Man. There she is. There is Cindy Moon, which is what her name is. Both, you got it. Cover B and cover A. Oh man, so lucky Victoriano. I've been trying to get another first appearance for her in the store, and I have not been able to. All the covers? Alright. And cover C. Alright, you got it, Jaime. Yeah, first appearance of Silk. Definitely gonna continue going up without a doubt. But yeah, super awesome cover. Swinging around in the Peter Parker Spider-Man suit. Up next, Silver Surfer Rebirth. Ron Lim doing his iconic Silver Surfer art. Jack of Hearts is back. Silver Surfer Rebirth. We got this iconic cover. It's supposed to be iconic to the original, 90s look. And then we have a variant celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. Beautiful cover. Spider-Man swinging around, donning the what is it? The Silver Surfer look. And then we have this awesome variant cover. This one's my favorite one. Oh man, look at that. Is the planet destroying as he leaves? Like, it's so cool though. Spider-Man cover. You got it, Jaime. And then up next we have, finally, I've been ordering. So they've been coming out with these variant covers for Star Wars Crimson Reign, and we never get them. And I've been ordering and I never even get one, and I was so confused about it. But finally, the Raza variant, super awesome. Who are the artists for the Silver Surfer covers? So the first one's Ron Lim. Second one is Rod Reis, I think is how you say his last name, R-E-I-S, which is the Spider-Man one. Rod Reis. And I cannot make out this one. It says, man, I don't know, his signature is really cool though. Yeah, I can't make it out. If someone can help me, I would really appreciate it. If not, I can probably look it up. Let me see. Regular cover in my poll. Alright, Gabriel, you got it. I'm sorry, Gabriel, I failed. Gabe Torres. Silver Surfer. Regular. Looking it up too, thank you. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. I'm sorry about that. Alright, well, we have this awesome Raza variant. For everyone who doesn't know who Raza is, he is an artist. He is known for making that cool, hip Miles Morales cover where he's like a DJ. Super iconic with the headphones of Miles Morales and stuff. That's him. It's the same artist. Alright, up next, one of the big ones of the week. Something is Killing the Children, number 22. I know what you guys are thinking. Why is this book so big? Well, it has 3 first appearances. Literally right off the bat, I read the first few pages and first appearance right there. And not only is it a first appearance, but it is an important first appearance. Like, definitely one of the most important first appearances I've ever seen in this book, besides Erica Slaughter. This book is taking a whole twist. Like, if you've been reading it, you know it's a really good story. Once they finished up their backstory, they finally came back with 21. Kind of getting back into the momentum, and then 22 comes in, and it's so the first few pages is so bloody insane. Like, and I don't mean bloody as in like as how they say it in the UK, I mean it like literally. It is bloody. There's kids getting killed, obviously. It's what the name of the book, but not even trying to spoil it. It's so good, guys. Like, the art is brutal and it's beautiful. Of course, Weather de la Dera does fantastic art. And then of course James Tynion, he's definitely back. Like, he's back. Something is Killing the Children, 22. It's super important. So this is the regular cover, and then we have the variant cover. Those little flip things that they've been doing. So this one flips. Super cool. Yeah, the 1 in 250, which I regret not getting 250 copies of this book. I anticipated that it would be big, but I didn't know it was gonna be this big. So I highly recommend it, guys. You took the bloody words out of my bloody mouth. Let me see if I can do it in a British accent. You took the bloody... No, I can't. I'm sorry. Well, maybe. All right. Bloody mouth. I can't. I'm sorry. It's such a bad impression. But yeah, this variant cover. I love these covers so much. They're by Jenny Frison. However, her last name is pronounced. I unfortunately don't know the correct pronunciation of her last name, Frison or Frisian. But super beautiful cover, and the story, I just wish I can show it to you guys, like at least like a snippet of it, like oh my god, like the first page. Wait, did you guys see it? Are you guys able to see it? Okay, whatever. Here's another one. This is the same thing, but it's bloody. Same thing, but bloody. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend it. I don't even know if this book is already going up in value, but if it ain't, it will. But plus, it's just so good to read it. Like, everyone knows how good it is, and then you read this, and it's definitely so good. Can we get one of each? Yes, I actually did give you one of each. This is number 22. 21 came out like 3-4 weeks ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? I don't know. I feel like it came out a good while ago, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. After they were on a super long hiatus. But basically before that, it was her backstory of Erica Slaughter, and now this is an introduction of some new characters, and these characters are gonna stir the heck out of the story. Like, oh man, it's getting so good, guys. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna use Walking Dead as a reference. If you guys were fans of Walking Dead, what's it called? Like, you know how it's so good in the beginning, and then some new characters get introduced that stir everything up, and everything just, like, the story just gets even better. Like, this is it. Like, this is definitely it. It's been a month since 21, so it's been a whole month. Jace will be back sometime soon. Yeah, hopefully. Die cut variants, you got it, Jaime. Alright, so that's it for this big issue. Alright, up next we have Step by Bloody Step number 3. This is an Image comic. Step by Bloody Step. Alright. Up next, this is one of the big ones of the day, of the week, I mean. After like, what, 10 months? We finally have Last Ronin number 5. Finally, it is here. It is finally here. So I did read it, Matt read it, and we both had the same reaction to it. All I'm gonna say is it brought tears to my eyes. I'm not even gonna spoil it for you guys. No spoiling at all. But it brought tears to my eyes, and the same thing happened with Matt. It's weird that we both had the same reaction to it, but it's a conclusion, and it's the conclusion to The Last Ronin, and it's just so good, guys. Like, it's so good. I wish they came out with like a kajillion covers, because I would buy them all. But we have the regular cover, which is cover appearance of what is it? Well, I don't want to say it because I know a lot of people haven't been reading number 1 yet. Haven't read number 1 yet because I know people want to wait. But can you believe that number 1, this is the last issue, it's the 5th issue. Number 1 came out in October of 2020. Yeah, 2020 was when number 1 came out. And then like months later, February, number 2 came out. So October, January, February, it took 4 months. Number 2 came out. Cool. And then like 4 or 5 months later, number 3 came out. And then we were in 2022, number 4, and then here we are, number 5. And number 5 got delayed. Like, I think this one got delayed more than the other ones. The other ones always got delayed once. This one got delayed like 3 times. But definitely, guys, it is the final issue of the run, and I mean, do I even have to recommend it? Like, everyone knows that this book is the book to get It's a large book. Of course, they made it, you know, taller than the average size book, as you could see. It's definitely wider as well as the average size book, so it doesn't fit in any of the bag and boards we have. Usually golden and magazine, which we don't even have anymore, so that kind of sucks. But they sold out since #1, but here it is. If you guys pre-ordered yours, we already have them ready. They'll be available to be picked up tomorrow, and yeah, and if you have it in your pool, it's in your pool. But this is always sells out. It always sells out. We always order so much. This is the most of Last Ronin that we've ever ordered, so let's see how it goes. There's also an incentive, which we will get to at the end. But all right, no problem, Ralph. Last Ronin. All right, but yeah, guys, this book brought tears to my eyes, and it's so emotional, and Matt felt the same way, and yeah, it's going to be good. It is good. It's good, guys. I highly recommend it. Definitely worth picking up. It's $8.99 for this book, but it's because it's a big book, that's what they have it priced at. But it's finally here. It's finally here. See what they do with it. All right, up next, how do I continue on after that? All right, we have Thor, second printing of issue 23. Second printing was the finale of the God of Hammers storyline. And then we have issue 24, which actually happens to be the 750th issue of Thor. 750th issue overall, celebrating 60 years of Thor. And this is Funeral for an All-Father. And this is a... guys, this is a big comic book week. This issue is so big that it has every single writer and artist that has made an iconic Thor run. You know, Jason Aaron, of course, Donny Cates. There's also what's his name, Simonson, Walter Simonson, J. Michael Straczynski, Oliver Copiel. I never know if I say that name right. Al Ewing. Every person that's ever done a Thor run has basically, how do I say it, like an issue in this book. Like, it's one issue, but there's like many like segments of the story that all, you know, correlate to the same thing, but they basically separated it, and they have each writer and artist that has done a Thor run. And I don't know, has that ever been done before? Like, I don't know if they've ever done that before, but like, I'll show you guys an example. So of course we have the original, you know, this is the original Donny Cates and Nick Klein run that we know and love that's going on right now. And then there's a scene that has Better Ray Bill in it, and it's done by the creator of Better Ray Bill, Walt Simonson, and then has the art from back then. And then there's, of course, the Jason Aaron one that's in there. Like, this has every, and it's a pretty big book, guys. It's gonna be $8.99 for this one, but it's super hefty, so it's definitely worth it. Impulse, I got you down for Last Ronin, and there is pretty good amount of variant covers for this one too, guys. Of course, it's an anniversary issue. You gotta have some really cool artists. All right, so Gabriel wants Last Ronin, as well as Thor 24 regular, and Jaime as well. All right, cool. So this is the regular cover, and then we have a variant cover right here by Jurgens. Gotta have the Rainbow Bridge. But yeah, guys, this, every artist and writer you've ever known that has done Thor, they're in this book, and it's correlating all to the same story. All right, and then we have another variant cover. This one's a beautiful one. It is a funeral, so beautiful. The fire smokes on the boat, creating the faces of all the children and people that loved the father himself. And then we have this cool variant cover by Asrar? I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry, but basically you got this Viking looking Thor as he rows on his boat. And then we have the Spider-Man one. Not only is it the anniversary of Thor, but also the anniversary of Spider-Man. You gotta fuse them together. And then this one's the cool one. One of the cool ones. Super awesome. I love this cover. It's beautiful. So guys, I highly recommend this book. If you're a Thor fan, oh man, like it has everything. Definitely something big what they're doing with all these writers and artists involved in the same book, same story. Like, this one's awesome. I love Beta Ray Bill. Walt Simonson, which Jim Shooter actually had a lot to say about Walt Simonson as well. But you guys will have to wait to hear that. And that's it for Thor. And then we have Venom number 6, second printing. Love it. Second printing, Venom number 6. I told you guys this was a big week for comics. Up next we have Vermilion. This one's not for kids. This is an insane book. I also read it, and it is insane. It is insane, not for kids, for obvious reasons, but it's also really dark. Last one, Venom, second print. Spidey variant, you got it. Regular and the Spidey variant, Gabriel. And Jimmy, that was Venom. Let me know if you want that one in your pool. It's a second printing. But yeah, Vermilion, it's pretty bloody, it's pretty scary. It is a scary book. Jimmy, you got it. This one or Venom? Let me know, Jimmy. But that's the regular cover, and then this variant cover, Vermilion. Sorry, that was a really bad like evil voice, but it's basically it's scary. It's a scary story. It's pretty dark and brutal and graphic and insane, but I expect nothing less of Behemoth Publishing. Super awesome. All right, up next we have Zack Snyder's We Have Demons. We Have Demons, Scott Snyder. Did I say Zack Snyder? I meant Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, or Capullo. Pretty awesome story. We Have Demons. This is the regular cover. And then we have the Capullo. Is this the Capullo variant? Or is the other one the Capullo? I don't know. I'll check right now. Variant cover. We Have Demons. I highly recommend this book, guys. Scott Snyder never fails. Now we have this other variant cover. You got it, Jimmy. And then we have the nice golden foil cover. This is the Capullo cover, I believe. Nice foil, nice and shiny on the letters. The letters are the foil. And then up next we have the ZVRC reader number 2. We only got cover B on this one apparently. Gold foil, you got it, Gabriel. We Have Demons, gold. All right, up next we have the incentives. All right, so we got some pretty awesome incentives, guys. Starting up, let's do Godzilla and King Ghidorah. So these are only first come, first serve in the store. The only one that pool members will be able to pull, both We Have Demons, you got it, Jaime. The only one that pool members can pull that we can hold for them, because you know, unfortunately incentives are first come first serve, but pool members are able to pull the 1 in 10 incentive for Last Ronin, which you guys will see pretty soon. It's a big one, but we're only gonna limit to 5. 5's a good number. To 5 pool members get to hold the 1 in 10 incentive. So whoever is the first 5 comments that I see here that say pull 1 in 10 Last Ronin will get to hold it for you guys. But yeah, Gabriel, you had already called it, so you already got 1. But yeah, because we got a certain amount, but we did get enough to be able to pull at least 5. All right, Jaime, you got it, and Impulse, you got it. Yeah, Gabriel, we got you on that one. So Impulse, 1 in 10. Jaime, 1 in 10. Gabriel already got you down. Victoriano, 1 in 10. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. One more if anyone wants to pull it. If not, it's fine. But yes, this is another. I'm already talking about last Ronin. We're not even there yet. King Ghidorah, and then I guess I'll show you guys the 1 in 10 now. It is by none other than Kevin Eastman. I don't see it going any other way. Kevin Eastman, last Ronin, 1 in 10. Super awesome. But yeah, this was the cover, guys. Let me know if you still want those, if you still want it pulled for you. But yeah, it's only 5 people, and then the rest will be on the wall. We're still gonna have a good amount for the wall, but yeah, I decided to at least be able to pull 5. But yeah, this one, Kevin Eastman, this would be perfect for a Kevin Eastman signing. All right, Jimmy, you're the last one. Jimmy, 1 in 10. I believe the price for this one is gonna be like about like what's it called? I don't know, like $30 probably or something. We'll let you guys know. It's not gonna be super expensive, I promise, but we're gonna have the price there out for everyone to see. Unfortunately, since we don't have bagging boards, we can't put the price sticker on it, so we'll have like a sign or something. But yeah, super awesome. I love this book so much. But yeah, the cover, super beautiful. Kevin Eastman, he hasn't done an incentive since number 1. He didn't do an incentive for number 2, 3, 4. Were other artists. He only did it for number 1, and now he's doing it for number 5. So he's ending it strong. This is the 1 in 10. I really wish they did a 1 in 25, but they didn't, unfortunately. But this is the 1 in 10 Kevin Eastman incentive for Last Ronin number 5. So awesome. Look, I almost cried. All right, up next we have Amazing Spider-Man 1 in 25. This is the Humberto Ramos, one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. One of my favorite. I have so many. I was telling Matt about it, how he's one of my favorites, and Matt had his opinions, and I told him that I just love it because his disproportion of characters, you know, he always has them with like skinny legs and like, you know, skinny bodies, and it's so styled to him, like to how he likes to draw. Plus he's from Mexico. You always got to support the Latino community. So Humberto Ramos has been doing Spider-Man for years and definitely made a big name for himself. Hopefully he comes to the Valley someday for a convention. Hint hint. All right, and then we have 1 in 50 for Spider-Man. This is the Mark Bagley cover. Another Mark Bagley. It is Bagley, right? Am I wrong? Is it not Bagley? I'm pretty sure I thought this was another Bagley cover. He did not draw an attractive Mary Jane or Peter. It wasn't my favorite artwork. What's it called? I liked them when he was doing his what was it, that run where they featured Silk. Obviously he's the co-creator of Silk, and that was the run that really attracted me to the way he drew characters. Bagley on Ultimate Spider-Man. Bagley, I loved him for his 90s Spider-Man. Whoa, received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Cool. Do you guys see that also? I'm using Restream. Congratulations to me and to you guys. Awesome. That means we got 100 messages. Does that mean 100 comments? I don't know. Or maybe that's something not even related to this. Who knows? Maybe it's from their Smash stuff. But all right, guys. So this is a 1 in 50 incentive, and I know what you guys are thinking. Will we be giving? No, we don't see that message on our end. All right. Well, I know what you guys are thinking. Will this be the comic to use for our giveaway? The answer is yes. And if you guys weren't thinking that, I'm telling you, yes, we're going to be doing a giveaway for anyone that purchases Amazing Spider-Man number 1 will be entered to win not the 1 in 10, not the 1 in 25, but the 1 in 50 incentive. This is a 1 in 50. All you got to do is purchase any Amazing Spider-Man number 1, and yeah, that's basically it. This is the 1 in 50. Oh, we're not done yet. We still have the 1 in 100. This is the Bagley cover. Sorry, not the other one. This one's Bagley, and this one's beautiful. Has all this is a style from the 90s. Like, look at that. Can you guys see it? Look at the Venom. I love the way he did Venom. I love the way he did Carnage. Like, this is the Bagley cover. This is a 1 in 100, and it's so beautiful. I love it. I love this cover so much. Bagley. Can never go wrong. Alright, up next we have Something is Killing the Children 1 in 25. Super awesome cover. And then we have Berserker. I don't know which incentives these are. I think this one's the 1 in 25, I think. 1 in 25, possibly. Punching out someone's eyeball out. And then I think this is a 1 in 10, which is a virgin variant. And then we have, is this the Power Rangers versus the Godzilla? Virgin variant. Super cool cover. And then I believe this is Power Rangers Universe. Super nice cover. And that is it, guys. That is actually all the incentives. Thank you guys for watching. It was definitely a long video. As I told you guys, it's a big new comic book day, super big. But if you guys have any other requests, whatever you want in your poll, send us a message. I'm gonna be here to the end of the day. And that's it, basically. Don't forget, get your comics tomorrow. We open at 11 a.m. Westlaco opens at 12. Don't forget to sign up for our loyalty program. It is free. You get a coin for every comic you buy, basically. And the list, I don't know if they're gonna post the list. I'll probably end up posting it on McAllen, and then they'll probably share it as well. So we'll let you guys know what's gonna be on there, and the pool members, you guys would just see what you guys would want. But yeah, I'll probably post it and share it with them. See y'all on the AM. Yes, we'll see you. Other than that, guys, that's it. Big week, and then next week's gonna be even bigger. And then we got a podcast on Sunday, and don't forget, next week we're gonna have Star Wars Day, which is gonna be big. Multiverse of Madness, which is gonna be big. Free Comic Book Day, which is also gonna be big. So definitely, guys, I can't wait. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We will see y'all tomorrow.